Spencer the Grand. It was a foggy day on the island of Sodor. The fog rolled in from the sea. It hid the hills and filled the valleys.
The engines of Sir Topham Hatt's railroad couldn't see to puff
as they peered out from Tidmouth's sheds. Sir Topham Hatt arrived.
Today, the fog is too thick to chuff. You must all stay at Tidmouth. I do not want any lost engines.
Spencer was there. He had been visiting Sodor with the Duke and Duchess.
Spencer, you may stay in Percy's place until he chuffs back from delivering the mail.
Spencer huffed huffily.
Tidmouth Sheds is not a place for a grand engine like me. I will steam back to the Duke and Duchess's summer house. I will easily find my way.
And Spencer steamed snootily away. It was very foggy. Spencer could hardly see beyond his buffer. But he was sure he would find the summer house.
A little bit of fog won't bother me. I'm Spencer the Grand. I can puff perfectly.
At last, Spencer saw a building ahead. He was delighted.
It's the summer house. I knew I would whoosh my way home.
Then, Spencer heard a voice.
Hello, Spencer. It's Mavis. What are you doing at the quarry?
Spencer sighed smugly.
This is not the quarry, Mavis. It's the Duke and Duchess's summer house.
Mavis was puzzled.
The summer house, Spencer?
Spencer chuffed forward. He was now buffer to buffer with the slate wall. Then Spencer gasped.
Fizzling fireboxes.
The building was not the summer house at all. It was the slate wall of the quarry. Spencer felt silly.
Grand to see you, Mavis. Goodbye.
And Spencer puffed puffily away into the fog.
A little bit of fog won't bother me. I'm Spencer the Grand. I can puff perfectly.
Then Spencer saw a platform. That made him very happy.
Silver steam! This is the summer house halt. I knew I would whoosh my way home.
Then Spencer heard a voice.
Spencer! What a nice surprise! It's Whiff! Welcome to my garbage dump.
Spencer snorted smugly.
This is not your garbage dump, Whiffy Whiff. It's the platform at the Duke and Duchess's summer house.
Platform? What platform?
Spencer chuffed forward.
He was now buffer to buffer with the platform.
Then Spencer gasped.
Fenders and funnels.
The platform wasn't the summer house halt. It was the garbage crusher at Whiff's garbage dump. Spencer felt even sillier.
Fine to see you, Whiff. Goodbye.
And Spencer raced away into the fog.
A little bit of fog won't bother me. I'm Spencer the Grand. I can puff perfectly.
Then, through the fog, Spencer saw some tall windows.
Blistering boilers! Those are the tall windows of the summer house! Hurrah at last! Hip hip hooray! Spencer the Grand has found his way.
Then Spencer heard a voice.
Hello, Spencer. What are you doing back at Tidmouth Sheds?
Spencer was surprised.
Thomas?
We thought you were whooshing to the summer house.
Spencer puffed closer. He stuttered and stammered.
Flatten my funnel. I'm not at the summer house. I'm back at Tidmouth Sheds. I didn't puff perfectly home, and the fog did bother me. Spencer the Grand is Spencer the Silly.
The engines felt sorry for Spencer.
You can ease your axles here, Spencer, if you'd like to.
I don't deserve your kindness, Thomas.
Then Spencer spotted that Percy's place was still empty.
Where's Percy?
He's still not back from his mail round.
We're worried.
Perhaps he is lost in the fog, like me.
Then Spencer knew how he could be kind to his friends.
I will go and find Percy. I will chuff back carefully with him.
And Spencer whooshed away with a whistle. Spencer clattered and clicked down the track.
A little bit of fog won't bother me. I'm Spencer. I'm strong. And I will find Percy.
But Spencer didn't know how he would find Percy in the fog. Then he heard a faint whistle.
That sounds like Percy. If I follow the sound of his whistle, I will find him. Percy's whistle is louder. So, I must be puffing closer to Percy.
At last, Percy's whistle was loud and near. Through the fog, Spencer saw Percy.
Percy! I've found you!
Percy was surprised.
Hello, Spencer. I'm lost in the fog.
Don't worry, Percy. I'll chuff home with you.
Wheel turn by wheel turn, Spencer pushed Percy towards Tidmouth. When he was lost, Spencer blew his whistle, and Thomas whistled back.
A little bit of fog won't bother us. We'll soon be back at Tidmouth. No delay and no fuss.
At last, Spencer and Percy puffed back to Tidmouth. The engines whistled and whooped in welcome.
Thank you, Spencer. Would you like to stay here, Spencer, until the fog lifts?
The other engines tooted in agreement.
Thank you all. I would like to very much.
And Steely Spencer smiled the sweetest smile of all.